Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Kemi, as you already know, and I'm a Nigerian YouTuber living in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. If you're new here, thank you for clicking and thank you for watching. If you're a returning subscriber, you guys, you know now, you guys are the real MVP. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something really important. So whether you already got your PPR or you already got your visa approved and you're trying to think about, okay, so what am I supposed to pack? Because trust me guys, this is one of the most confusing states where you don't even know what to pack, what to bring. There's a whole lot of videos out there, right? Even for me, I was confused when I was about to pack my things, because this video will say no, don't take these things, and then that one will say no, take these things. So it was a bit confusing for me even at that time when I needed to pack my stuff. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about things that you need to pack when you're coming or when you're traveling to Canada, either as a permanent resident or as a student, or you got a work permit. So this video applies to you also. Make sure you watch this video to the end. Make sure you like it if you like it. Yeah, so turn on your post notifications, drop a comment in the comment section if at the end of the day you think there's something I've left out, especially for seniors, that is people that are already in Canada. Yeah, so let's just get right into the video. Okay, so have some things written down just so I don't leave out anything, so that I'm able to cover all of the things I've written down. So let's just get started. Welcome back guys. So the first thing you should pack is your documents, your credentials. Like guys, this is the most important thing. Of course, your credential includes your passport, your birth certificate, all of those other documents. Of course, not forgetting your COP, yes, your COPR that came with your passport envelopes, everything at all. If you're coming with your children, come with their immunization records, come with their, anything at all, anything and everything you've ever worked for in your life that you have a certificate for. Make sure that you pack all of them, and then make sure that you don't leave any of them behind, because you just never can tell. All those things will be very important. Just get, maybe a clear bag or a big brown envelope, and make sure you put all of them in it. And I will advise, well, for us, all our documents came with us in a carry-on luggage, that is within checking in, because anything can happen. I even just read a comment from one of the subscribers, Joseph, who talked about his luggage being delayed for 10 days before he received them. Let's say, what happens if those luggages were lost in transit, or maybe they didn't get it back? What would have happened with all your certificates? So just be sure that you carry all your certificates in your home bag, in your own hand luggage. Don't check it in, okay, because anything can happen. And also, because I already mentioned in my last video about how most times they mishandle these our luggages and our bags. So just make sure that your certificates, put them in a clear bag, maybe something waterproof, or you can put it in a brown envelope and then put it in a waterproof envelope, and then just keep it in your hand luggage. Know that these things are with you. You have total control, total care over them. So the first thing you should pack, or you should never forget, are all of your documents. Now, your document includes your driver's license. Yes, your driver's license is very important. Maybe in a different video, I'm going to be talking about why you need to get a driver's license before leaving your home country. Because guys, it's going to make life a lot more easy for you when you get your driver's license before coming. So get your driver's license, get your passport, get your certificates, pictures, if there are memorable pictures you don't want to forget, maybe your marriage pictures or your wedding pictures, those very important documents. Your passport, of course, not forgetting your passport. What will you think about traveling without a passport, right? So yes, make sure you get your passport. Yes, so the next thing you want to pack, the second thing you want to pack, is your clothes and shoes. Yeah, now I heard, or I read, I watched so many videos there when people were talking about, no, you don't need to come with clothes, no, you don't need those clothes. My dear brothers and sisters, for me, I came with a couple of clothes. In fact, traditional wears, all those, my lace and my gele, I came with them, because usually why people tell you not to come with them is because those clothes, those kind of clothes, you can't really wear them during winter. You only get to wear them in summer. But because I came in summer and I knew that those clothes were going to be useful for me. So I came with those clothes and I wore them during summer. As a matter of fact, all through the time I've come here, I've been wearing my lace and my gele. I've been going all traditional to church because I know that when winter comes, I will not be able to wear those clothes. So why not just wear them now? Another reason why you should pack those clothes that you have, especially if you are someone who just bought some new set of expensive clothes before you got your visa approved, yeah? Why not pack them, really? Because you're going to wear those clothes at least before you start making money and before you're able to buy new set of clothes. So please, contrary to some of the advices on maybe you don't need to pack any summer clothes, please, if you know that you have a lot of money and you can afford to make do with those clothes or get rid of those clothes and come and buy a new set of clothes, why not? Please go ahead. But for me, I didn't totally get rid of my clothes. As a matter of fact, the clothes, some of the office wears I brought, some of the things that at least when I start working, for at least for the first 1-2 weeks of my new job, I get to wear some of those clothes I came from Nigeria with. Then of course when I start earning those money, yeah, I can start to buy new clothes. You get my point? So it helps you to save costs, and of course it's going to be useful for you. They are not totally useless. Also, speaking of clothes, when it comes to jackets, winter jackets and all that, if you're coming in summer, there's no need for you to buy winter jackets. Just come with really good cardigans, come with really good jean jackets and all those kind of things, because really those, in most cases, some of the winter jackets, like what I've heard, that you buy in those markets may not really be up to the standard. They might not hold the winter, so to say, for lack of better words, So if you're coming in summer, just buy cardigans, really good thick cardigans, buy jackets. But then if you're coming in winter, please go ahead and buy whatever you're able to find in the market, and then you know that when you land, you buy some better, thicker winter jackets. Another thing, now let's talk about shoes. When it comes to shoes, yeah, so for me, of course, some of the shoes that you most likely be wearing here are some of the sneakers and some of the like how to wear, you get what I mean. You won't really be wearing, you hardly, from what I've seen so far, hardly will you see people wearing kokoka all these really high heel shoes. Trust me, you might not have a good use of it. Maybe just to wear to church, or maybe first day of work or second day of work, because when you even get to office and you see other people dressing down, not really dressing that serious, then you might be like, oh, why did I even? So you don't really, my point is that you don't need to buy new set of shoes. If at all you want to buy a new set of shoes, buy your sneakers, buy some couple of office shoes if you want to. Yeah, couple of office shoes. If a guy, buy some corporate shoes also that you can maybe wear for interviews. Of course, if you don't have any suits, just buy maybe one set of suits or jackets that you can wear to interviews and stuff like that. Yeah, but for now, buying a couple of new sets of shoes is not really necessary. Whatever you have, just come with it, except if you already have in your plan or you have extra cash to buy new sets, then please go ahead. The third thing you should pack, I'm going to be talking about kitchen utensils. Yes, if you've seen the video where we moved into this apartment, I showed you guys saw when we were unboxing, and you saw the kitchen utensils I came with. So let's talk about kitchen utensils. What can you bring? What can you not bring? So for me, I came with my pots, because I already got a heads up that pots were very expensive. So one of the things I invested on when I was going to come was my pots. So I bought really good non-stick pots. I bought a frying pan. I brought even up to 7 or 8 pots. Yes, those are the things I came with, and then I just stacked them in each other and then just packed them really well. So that's one of the things you can come with. You can come with your pots, but if you have extra cash, please, why not come and buy your things in Canada? But for me, I already got the heads up that the pots were very expensive here. So I just came with the pots, some of the good pots that I just bought that I had, and then I added 2-3 more extra pots to it, which I came with. Another thing, your kitchen utensils, I came with my silicone spoons, I came with my omorogun, I came with my igbako, a couple of things, like just things that that you, of course, but you can't come with. Maybe no, let's leave things you can't come with till later. But my point is that you can come with a couple of kitchen utensils. You can't come with any electric, of course, electric kitchen utensils, but things like pots, like spoons, cooking spoons, yeah, you can come with those things. So the 4 things that I'm going to talk about now, or which most people have always been asking about, is food. Now let's go to food items. Yes, so you can pack practically most food items, dried food items. Let me specify that. Dried food items. So when I talk about dried food items, if you want to come with your ogbono, it has to be dried, egusi dried, iru dried, bitter leaf dried, your dried fish, your poroko, all those dried food items, whatever it is. So for me, the dried food items I came with ugu, I came with bitter leaf, I came with scent leaf, I came with my crayfish dry, the bigger red crayfish, I came with them dry, iru dried, ogbono dried, already milled my ogbono before coming, egusi dried, basically all dried food items, because you dry them properly and then you also pack them properly. So one of the issues that comes with food items, why people flag food items, is because you probably didn't dry it well and then it's all smelling and all that, especially foods that smell like your locust bean, which is iru. So you need to dry those, or crayfish, those kind of things, dry them properly. So for me, after drying them, and for the ones I wanted to mill, I milled them, then I wrap them with a paper, a newspaper, whole newspaper, and then I wrapped again with cling film, just so it is well wrapped and then you don't have a lot of spillage and all that. Now let's talk about one of the most one that people ask about, which is palm oil. When I was doing my research, I also wanted to come with palm oil, and then people were asking, oh, did you come with palm oil? How did you do it? Yes, you can actually come with palm oil. I didn't come with palm oil though. I don't know what happened. It was last minute I decided I want to come with palm oil, and then I knew that I didn't have enough time to freeze it. So yes, you can come with palm oil. I know people who came with palm oil. What they just did was to freeze those palm oil. Yeah, you need to freeze it, make sure it is very frozen, so one of the reasons why you say freeze them is because so it doesn't spill. Yeah, when it's frozen, doesn't spill. The way oils are, then it spoils everywhere. It's the gist, right? So make sure if you want to come with palm oil, you freeze them. Now let's talk about seasoning cubes. I came with seasoning cubes. People said, oh, no, come with chicken flavor and all that. Yeah, I came with seasoning cube. I came with just a pack of chicken flavor, and then I came with other types of the no chicken, you have either no chicken or no. Yes, so I came with that. I came with indomie, that is noodles in indomie. I came with milo. I came with all my spices, your curry, your thyme, pepper soup spice, name it. I came with all my spices. I came with what? You don't need to come with rice, of course. What else did I? Okay, I came with my dried pepper. I came with my Cameroon pepper. I came with gari. I came with beans. No, I didn't come with beans. There's actually beans here. There's a lot of beans here. There's white beans. There's brown beans that we're used to. So I came with what again now? I already mentioned eguri. I came with elubo. Yes, I came with elubo. I came with poundo yam. I came with, I think those are basically the major foods I came with. Yes, I came with a little ofada rice, because I didn't want to miss my father. So those are basically, so if there's anything else I didn't mention, I'm just going to write it there. So I came with basically most of those foods that would hit a lot in my house. So I just made sure that I packed those foods because I knew they were going to be useful for me. So now, speaking also of food items, people will say, if you have allowance of 6 bags, make sure 3 of those bags are food items. So it depends on you. Of course, also there's an option of you cargoing your food items. There's a lot of those services. I didn't cargo food items. All my food items came with me. So out of our 6 bags, 3.5 of it was food. Was it 3.5? Yeah, I think about 3.5 of it was food. So I came with all those things that I knew that we eat a lot in my house, and then I knew that I was going to last us for up to like 3-4 months before we are able to go access those food in African store. Also, one thing you should know, that some of these food items are actually available in the African store. It's just that they're a little bit more expensive. In fact, I was there and I saw how much they were selling egusi, and I was like, what? Palm oil, all those things, they are there. Beans, oloyin is there. Basically most of the Nigerian food items are there, but those ones that are perishable are probably in the frozen compartment. They are frozen, like ewedu. There's ewedu, there is okra here. Okra is even in the normal stores. Ewedu is here. Just name it, whatever food. If you are a lover of pomo is in the African store. Just those food items, name those food items, you actually find them here. So That's about food items. The next thing I'm going to be talking about that you should come with your other personal effects. Now I'm going to be reading these ones out. Now, when I talk about personal effects, I'm talking about your body. If you have special body care products that you use, maybe your facial cleansing products, all those kind of things, please bring them. Of course, you're checking them in because you can't have your liquids or your lotions in your hand luggage. Mentholatum rubs, yes, I came with rubs, I came with mentholatum, coconut oil, shea butter, yes, hair attachments, please. It's very expensive here. The fact that you have to pay maybe up to like 70 Canadian dollars or so for a braid. That's just to make your hair. Imagine if you now have to buy attachments is like 50 for one. So please just come with your hair attachments. I came with like 12 sets, even though I'm on local, but I know that maybe my daughter is going to use them. I also came with wool, you know, those wool, Brazilian wool, baby wool. So if you are coming with children, come with all those things, because you don't want to come and start spending money on those kind of things when you can easily pack them. By the way, they are lightweight, so they're not going to be taking so much of your space. So just invest in those kind of things. I came with a cotton comb, with combs, skincare, hair care products, name it. What else did I come with? Yes, so most of those things I came with. Soaps, yes, soaps I'm going to be using for the first 2-3 months. Toothpaste, extra toothpaste, please. I'm like that. I just make sure that I was well prepared, you know, at least for the first 3 months. And the next thing you should pack, if you're a lady, even if you're a guy, your undergarments, your underwears, pants, bra, boxers, singlets, briefs, sanitary pad. Yes, at least get some things that will last you for like 3-4 months. At least, you know, for like 3-4 months you started working, and then you're able to afford those things in the market, just so you're prepared, and then you don't start putting your hand into your savings for those little things that you could have prepared for. Yeah. So another thing is drugs and medication. Yeah. Yes, come with your drugs and medication. When I talk about drugs and medication, I'm talking about the over-the-counter drugs, or if you're someone who has prescription, there are drugs you use, you have some allergies, those kind of things. Please come with your drugs, come with your paracetamol. I came with paracetamol, I came with vitamin C, I came with flagyl. My daughter has some allergies, so I came with her allergy drugs. But surprisingly, guys, you won't believe it, we've not used the allergy drugs since we got here. Yeah, I don't understand it, but really we've not used the allergy drugs. So I think it just made me understand, or it made it clear to me, that the allergies are probably because of the dust or the environmental condition in Nigeria, because here we've been fine. So yes, it's even just paining me that, oh, had I spent a lot of money buying these drugs, but thank God that she's not been using those drugs. I came with some deworming drugs for her. I came with deworming drugs for us to just to deworm. Yeah. I also came with, yeah, I mentioned flagyl, cough syrup, vitamin C, just those drugs for allergies. And if you're someone who is on contraceptive pill, please come with your contraceptive pill that is going to last you for like 4, 5, 6 months. Yeah, so you should do that. I think those are basically the things that you should pack. If there's anything I've left out, guys, please don't forget to put them in the comment section. Of course, other things you should pack, come with your Bible. Yes, come with your Bible, is very important. Or if you're a Muslim, come with your Quran, come with those things that are dear to you. You know, because one thing I've seen is that there's going to be a lot of things that are competing with your space. You'll be like, no, I have to take this, I have to take this, I have to take this. Just take those things that are very, very, you know, dear to you, things that you know you cannot do without. If you are coming with kids, come with some of their books, you know, some things that they can study with, especially if you are not yet 5 years old, you know, books they can study with, just so they continue to learn while they are at home. You know, our educational system is different. They are probably already in, you know, KG or something back home, but here they are going to start kindergarten just at 5 years old. So some books to keep them occupied while at home, and maybe it's crayon, pens, some of those things, story books, you know, that they can start to work with while at home. So now let's talk about things you shouldn't bring, things you shouldn't pack. Now, while talking about things you shouldn't pack, I'm going to talk about foods you shouldn't pack first. Please don't come with fresh food items. Don't come with fish. Don't come with chicken. I'm sure you already saw it, people saying that, oh no, you should not pack anything with chicken. Or yes, don't come with fresh food items. Chicken here is just everywhere, as in you'll be tired of chicken. So you have a lot of it. You don't need to come with chicken. Excuse me. Another thing, you don't need to come with rice. No, there's rice. There's a lot of rice. There's semo. There's a lot of semo. If you're someone who loves semo, Indian stores have semo. African stores have semo. There is gari. There is beans. You know, those things are just like they are shele. I'm sorry guys for using that word. At least they are everywhere. They are everywhere, scatter. You can find them here, so you don't need to bring those things. So those are about food. Milk. Now let's talk about milk. So for me, I brought just a little milk. I brought some sachet peak milk for my daughter because I have a toddler, and then no, is she a toddler? Yeah, I have a 5-year whatever. And I just didn't want to, you know, we are used to powdered milk. We use powdered milk, and they have a lot of liquid milk here, just so I know how she adjusts to it. So I brought like 2 or 3 rolls of those things, just, you know, to test the waters, to see if she adapts fine with liquid milk, which she did. So put that aside. We've not been using that, you know. Just be prepared. Do your research, of course. With this video, it should also help you. Another thing you shouldn't bring, don't bring anything electrical appliance, because it will not work. Yes, because of the difference in voltage. I think the voltage here is I'm going to put it there. I remembered before, now I can't remember. I think 1100 volts or 110 volts, something like that. I'm going to put it there. So electrical appliances won't work. You don't need to bring your clipper. Yes, especially clipper. We're going to buy clipper. My husband was going to buy clipper, but then we're told that there's no point you buying clipper. So thank God we didn't buy clipper. So we came to buy clipper, which is about 40 Canadian dollars. By the way, guys, it costs you to buy clipper $40. Why it also costs you $40 to barb your hair? How is that? Okay, so my point is that don't come with electrical appliances, of course, except your phone and laptop. Your phone and laptop will work. You've probably heard about this travel sockets, travel adapter. Yes, there's this travel adapter, because their own sockets are different from what we're used to in Nigeria. If you're coming from Nigeria, if you're coming from other country, it's probably the same with US or some other countries, but for Nigeria it was a bit different. So if you're using iPhone, yes, your adapter will most likely work if it is like this, you know, something like this. But if it's not something like this, when you arrive, you need to buy a travel adapter for you to plug your phone in. So I think I covered majority of the things that you should pack and things you shouldn't pack. So I hope this video has been helpful to you guys. I hope you found it useful. If there's any other thing you think I didn't cover, please just drop in the comment section. I will answer you right there. Don't forget to like this video, share with your friends who you know are coming, you know, and then they need this video. Turn on your post notifications so that next time a new video drops, you'll be one of the first people to hear about it. And till we meet in another video, bye for now, guys. Bye.